I'll be calling you a radical. I haven't given an update, following along on this bloodbath, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, which is one of the bloodiest wars in human history. So it's so hard to get numbers of actual casualties killed. It's tough. And so the War Profiteer here University. So Biden comes out this week, and says that Russia has between 80 and 90,000 casualties. So there's several reports coming out. I talked to the people that really know in Vienna, and they know. They get it right. They said there is upwards of 50,000. They're saying between 40 and 50, but they think the number's north of 50,000 dead Russian soldiers. I'm like, how many Ukrainian? Well, Ukraine comes out and says 9,000, and I talked to them in Austria, and they're like, oh, please, times that by 4 or 5. They claim that there's probably just as close to as many Ukraine. I mean, think about that number, this bloodbath, unnecessary nightmare. Putin invading. Tsar Putin should have been dealt with 20, 30 years ago. By who? Bush. Oh, dumber. Remember when he murdered Anna in 2006 on his birthday? So let's, by comparison. Now, I want you to put this into context. I went to the protest right here when I was a kid. Boy, right here, right there, protesting right there. This isn't called the Val War Profiteer Browning Center. It's called the Weber State Performance Center. And I remember protesting with the great artist Doyle Strong, the activist artist right here, when I was a young honor student artist. And he says, you take these war profiteers' money, these public state universities, you will start bowing to their money. Oh boy, did they. The bloodbath nightmare from hell called Vietnam went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong, went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban, went off to Iraq to get a big old sack for Dick Cheney and friends. The oligarch czars, imperialists, make it rain in Ukraine. Perpetual war. That hell called Vietnam, 58,000 U.S. dead soldiers in that war was well over 10 years. This war is 7-8 months old. 50,000 dead Russian soldiers. Probably pushing close to that Ukraine. I mean, the truth be known, my guess is the number between the two of them is probably pushing 100,000. What a freak. I mean, by any standards of warfare, I mean, it's as bad as it gets. It's bad. Afghanistan, Iraq, nobody from Afghanistan or Iraq ever hurt any American. Those total lies. Blood for oil, blood for poppies. Poppy fields, 7,000 Americans. But the other part of that equation, how many Iraqi civilians? Between 1 and 2 million. How many innocent people in Vietnam killed? Oh, well over 1 million. Way north of 1 million. These war profiteer, Dick Cheney, yay, gets a standing ovation from Democrats on the House floor. One of the greatest war profiteer mass murderers who ever walked the face of the earth. By the way, I went to that show, Climate Actions. And remember, this is Kevin Blanch on this, who went to that school. Probably the greatest climate actions artist in human history. Modern history, anyway. It's the most pathetic thing I've ever fucking seen. I mean, what a spit in the face to Kevin Blanch. So, what a fucking disgusting bunch of war profiteer pigs. So fucking vile. So disgusting. By the way, we're going to be back in the fucking close to 90 in October. Snow, Utah. So, I mean, Tsar Putin should have been put in his place when he killed Anna in 2006. Bush dumb. Obama dumber. Me and my grandsons watched Dumb and Dumber again last night, and that was filmed in my buddy's bar right there at the Keg. Dante's Inferno is the Keg right here in 24th Street. Those scenes all there, the 7-Eleven right there on 30th. God, please give me the fucking 90s back. Please, please. As bad as Clinton, Bill Walmart Clinton was, downsizing military, no inflation, and think about it. The United States of usury shithole post 2000. Bush never won in 2000. Roger Ailes, Operation Foxconn News, right out of the House of Windsor. Put your fucking King fucking Charles. Yay. Walk over to the prison ship memorials in Brooklyn and see how many his great-great-grandpa gathered up. These imperialists are back. Hyperinflation. Name the country. Third world shithole. Hyper psycho inflation. Corrupt courts. Corrupt politicians. Rigged major courts. Crumbling infrastructure. Reeling out of control fucking debt. Hyper psychotic fucking inflation. Don't drink the fucking water. Name that shithole. The United States of usury. Fucking you on the hill. Not for Uinta or Utah. Go team. By the way, Weber State at UC Davis. Tonight at 8 o'clock. Should be a hell of a game. The Marine Biology Bowl. The greatest marine biologist in American history. Doc Ricketts, he got passed. You're looking at him. Kevin Blanch. The greatest marine biologist, the greatest arts activist. That's my school. That's my art school. Taught at the #1 school of business in the United. This is the spit in the fucking face. That is the most pathetic, and I've seen some pathetic art shows. By the way, no one goes. I mean, it's laughable. It truly is laughable how pathetic this fucking university has fucking turned out to be. It used to be a powerhouse. What the fuck happened? Go Weber State tonight. Should be a hell of a game. You know, UC Davis used to have that legendary marine biology department. Remember, I used to argue and fight with her, the head of it, and she was tragically killed in a car wreck. Guy fell asleep and went across the median and hit her head on. You know, in Boudica Bay there. So the marine biologist fucking bowl. UC Davis, Weber State. Weber State's all that this year. They're all that. Of course, look at this Montana team roll. Whoa, whoa. Real football. You see, that's the only thing they got going on good around here. That's it. That's the football team. That's it. You know, the rest of it, oh, fuck. So, by any stretch of the imagination, you're talking one of the truly, truly great fucking bloodbaths in fucking modern war history. I mean, should have never happened. And, you know, who can you blame? Bush, Obama dumber. Bush dumb, Obama dumber. Trump dumbest. Sliding with fucking Biden, but Putin should have been dealt with long ago. I put the blame squarely on Bush, Obama, and Trump. It's disgusting here at war, nuclearism, fucking, yeah, the water school. That water. Eek, eek, eek. Oh, make you throw up. Make you throw. Peterson Fabricators built that dish, $40,000. Remember when their dry cast container blew up at WIP in New Mexico? Yeah, Peterson Fabricators, Far West Utah. What's WIP? Meanwhile, back on the farm, when you're shiny balls and fighting over yucca, they've been shoving it all in New Mexico in a hole. TikTok, Diablo Canyon Clock, Nuclear War Profiteer University. So, very fucking sad. I think about that. Now, I want you to wrap your mind around it. We're approaching 100,000, most likely. Dead. I'm not talking casualties, I'm talking dead. You know, these guys in Eastern Europe who I deal with, they know. They go in and out of there. They sneak in and out of there. They're behind enemy lines constantly. They're saying on the Russian side is between 40 and 50,000. For what? Some psycho who thinks he's delusionary? Thinks he's fucking Peter the Great? I bet you, you know, he's not a commoner from fucking St. Peter. He made his own fucking narrative. The truth be known, I'll guarantee he's fucking blind. By the way, you know who the heir to the Russian royal family is? And this is all DNA. You can look it up. Worldwide DNA swap fucking thing. Oh, it's Prince Harry. Didn't he have a baby born in California? One dropped in California? What? We started out as a British colony in the United States. Oh, we're their military British colony. We do all their dirty work. They don't even have to have military. Us dumb peasants will do it for them. Colonializing the fucking world. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Went off to Iraq to big ol' sack. Went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. They make it rain in Ukraine. This is the bloodiest of them all. And that's saying a lot. It's disturbing. For what? Some fucking narcissistic, psychotic monarch? Oh, I thought the fucking, I thought they got rid of the fucking, where's Trotsky when you fucking need him? Fucking, this Tsar Putin is starting to make Stalin look like a church mouse. It's disturbing. Stay tuned.